Welcome to Sunshine Cathedral's Queer God Squad. It's Monday, September 8th, 2025. I'm Bishop Terrell Watkins, the Senior Minister of the Sunshine Cathedral. With me today are Bishop Robert Griffin, Reverend Dr. Ann Atwell, and Reverend Kevin Tisdall. We are the Queer God Squad. Visit sunshinecathedral.org to learn more about us.
Queer God Squad was created by Hotspots Happening Out to support our mission to explore the value of faith in the LGBTQ community. There is no streaming TV show like this in the entire world.
In 2025, we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of Hotspots magazine, the 5th anniversary of Queer News Tonight, with nearly 10,000 stories and 10 million views in 2024. We produced Pride Fed Diversity in August and Pride Fort Lauderdale early next year.
We are the largest nonprofit LGBTQ media organization in America, and we encourage you to support our mission to inform, entertain, and educate our community and allies. This is the Sunshine Cathedral Perspective. Lesbian Asian American Dean leads New York City Cathedral. The Reverend Winnie Varghese is a leading voice in the Episcopal Church, known for her commitment to social justice. Born in Dallas, Texas, with family roots in Kerala, India, her dual heritage and experiences as other informed her ministry. A 1909 graduate of Union Theological Seminary in New York City, she was shaped by liberation theology. Ordained in 2000, she courageously navigated the church as a queer woman of color, advocating for greater acceptance and inclusion. Her career includes serving as Episcopal Chaplain at UCLA and Columbia University, and as rector of St. Mark's in the Bowery, a progressive New York congregation. At Trinity Church Wall Street, she advanced justice and reconciliation initiatives as a priest on staff. After a pastorate in Georgia and being chosen as a candidate for the episcopacy, she made history when she was appointed the first woman dean of the Cathedral of St. John the Divine in New York City on July 1st, 2025. Varghese speaks out on LGBTQ+ rights, racial justice, and immigration, believing faith communities must actively engage with societal changes and challenges. And I must add that Reverend Varghese and I also served together as a board of trustee person at the Episcopal Divinity School many years ago as well. I love everything that there's about Winnie, to be honest. I know her as the person who has sat many times across from me and shared tea together and just have those kind of deep theological conversations that one would have with someone like that, because I think it was just amazing to, hear her journey, to hear her story, to listen to her passion for herself and also for the church. Episcopal Church is also a universal church, and also just amazing to kind of watch her kind of grow, also moving from different location to different location, and to be mindful of the impact that she had on those places as well, not only as a woman, not only as a person of color, but as a leader in the church. I mean, a true mover and shaker, because if you look at her resume of places she's been, those are not some little, and I would say end of the dirt road churches that she was placed at, but really significant churches with a significant role, and she has truly made a difference in the church and the life of the church, and I would say so well deservingly of this new appointment as this new position to dean.
Yeah, I've loved Winnie for a long, long time. She was at St. Paul's. I remember when she was at St. Paul's, which is the chapel at Columbia University's campus, where she was in charge of the Episcopal ministry there at St. Paul's, uptown at the university. And then when she moved downtown to St. Mark's and the Bowery. So those were the two where I knew her to be. Later, when she wound up at Trinity Wall Street, we went to New York for some event. Actually, we went to Trinity Wall Street, and we got to hang out with her a little bit there. Then when she moved to Georgia, I believe for about 4 years, she moved to Atlanta. And while she was there, became a candidate to be Bishop of is it Bishop of Atlanta or Bishop of Georgia? Anyway, whatever the diocese is. And now she's been called to be the Dean of St. John's, which is the largest cathedral in the Episcopal Church in the U.S. So yeah, from Ivy League institutions to historic. I forget what the history thing about the church, St. Mark's in the Bowery, but it's also very historic, a very old church. And now the cathedral. So she is, she's a big sort of superstar as if you can have ecclesiastical superstar. She also is a very thoughtful preacher. She's going to preach at Sunshine Cathedral one day. I don't know if she knows it, but she is. And in fact, I asked her several years ago, and she'll do it. And she was part of there's a series called Living the Questions, and it's been distilled into a book. But before that, it was a series of like lectures and discussions on video. There were 20 or 20 something, maybe even 30 of these, and she's in that series where she speaks about theological issues. I forget how many she's in, 2 or 3 times, but she's those are just some of the sort of top-notch progressive theologians of the late 20th century, and she's among them. So, and of course she was very young then, because she's younger than me now by, I don't know, 6, 5, 10 years. And so she's very accomplished and young and just amazing, very good theologian. So if you don't know much about her, Google her, find some of her sermons online, and eventually you'll be able to see it from our pulpit.
Fabulous. Actually, the first time I heard of her was Living the Questions, because that is a series that we showed here a good number of years ago. And then a number of years ago as well, I found her on Facebook, and I sent her a friend request, and so now we're like this. You know?
We're best buddies.
Yeah, we're just best buddies. But no, what she posts is really interesting and inspiring, and just really incredible to watch the work that she has done and that she continues to do. And what a role model for so many people across the board, not just women, not just queer folk, everybody. The work that she does is really, really incredible.
It's good to be able to sit back and listen to people talk about a person that's going out there and doing great things, and to have the two of you especially who know her personally to be able to give us the other side. I kind of like that. So thanks, guys.
Yeah, she was still, because Columbia was just across the street, we would see her on campus at Union, which is her alma mater, and she graduated about 7 years before I did. So it was like she was still part of the community, that uptown community then. And cool. So of course then it was like, oh, there goes Winnie. Now I can say, oh, I frequently bumped into Winnie.
Perspective.
Yes.
And that's today with the Queer God Squad.
Before we go, I want to invite you to check out Performing Arts Series. Yes, the season is upon us. Sunshine Cathedral Center for the Performing Arts has a great acts lineup for 2025 through 2026 season. Here is a taste of what is coming up.
Golden Ghouls, picture it. Halloween 2025 will be on our stage one night only, October 25th.
Then on November 7th, we welcome back Miss Coco Peru in Fuck This Shit. If this show is like her other tours de force, there will be storytelling, laughs, singing, and a moral to tie up the evening. Or maybe this one is entirely different. You'll have to come to the show to know for sure. But you already know it's going to be one of the best nights of comedy and drag artistry you will have enjoyed all year.
December 7th brings Matthew Darren's annual Holiday Fantasia, always amazing, and this year it will again be co-hosted by Varla Jean Merman.
And in 2026, there are already some great shows lined up, such as Selections from Pearly, a musical based on the play Pearly Victorious by Ossie Davis on February the 7th. For more information about these shows and others, and to secure your tickets, go to sunshinecathedral.org/arts.
Please like and share this episode on your social media and look for Sunshine Cathedral on Facebook or Instagram.
You can also like our individual pages on Facebook. Remember to visit sunshinecathedral.org frequently. There you will find Bishop Talk, where Bishop Durrell and I interview queer religious leaders, activists, and scholars.
Thank you for joining the Queer God Squad today. We are here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and to discuss what our LGBTQ community is talking about.
Sunshine Cathedral is the world's leading progressive queer church. Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together. Remember that we are all in this together. Also remember, you are God's miracle, not God's mistake. Until next time, we are the Queer God Squad.